Hello friends, welcome back to channel. Previously we were discussing about lsblk command. So lsblk, which was showing the currently attached disk on the server block devices, like we are having SDA. Now I want to add a new disk to that server so I can create furthermore partition. Currently we are having only slash boot as the permanent mount point, and other than that I am having slash partition. Okay, now as a application owner, I am saying I need one 10 GB more space to keep my data. So what we'll do, we'll attach a disk on this server, but as we are using the virtual machine, and if we go to storage, okay, this is the ID, this is SATA, but if I do add optical device, add a hard disk, so we'll create here, okay, virtual disk image, dynamic allocation, 8 GB. So we'll make it near about 2 GB. Okay, create. Then we have to search it. 2 GB, 2 GB, 2 GB, 2 GB. 2.14 GB. This is the disk added. Okay. So we have attached the disk. Earlier it was not showing. It was showing only SDA. Now we'll run lsblk. So if you see the difference, earlier we are having SDA and under SDA1, A2 we are having. Now new disk got attached, that is SDB. And if you see size and disk, type it disk, and it is not attached to anywhere. Okay, like earlier we are doing D. Okay, so only two disks we are having, SDA and SDB. So this how lsblk help you to understand which new disk got added and is mounted or not. So as we see, new disk has added. So now how we can consume this disk, because it's just added to the hardware level. Okay, in OS there is no such changes happen. So what we will do, there is a command called fdisk. Okay, to show fdisk-l list. Okay, I have logged in as a Amit user, so let me become a root user first, then only I will able to see the outputs. Okay, so let me clear my screen. lsblk is showing SDB, so fdisk-l. So you are able to see output. Disk SDA size is this much, and it is having SDA1 and A2 partition. Then slash root it is having, swap it is having. Okay, then we are having a disk of SDB, which is having 2 GB of size, and sector is saying 512 bytes per sector we are having. So this how this disk has got divided. So what we'll do for creating a partition, fdisk slash dev SDB. Okay, this all the device will show under dev, and SDA is already partitioned, so we will create a partition on SDB. We hit the enter key. Now what's saying, changes will be remain in a memory until you write them. Okay, device does not contain recognized partition table, so this is partition table is not there. Command M for help. Okay, we'll press M and hit the enter key. So it's showing add a new partition. So for that we are having N. Okay, we hit the enter key. It's showing primary or extended. So it's showing 0 primary, 0 extended till now, 4 free. Okay, so we can create only 4 partition. We'll discuss those things also. So first we'll create a primary partition. So I will press P. Okay, partition number 1. By default it's taking 1 if I hit the enter key. First sector. Okay, first sector is starting from 2048 and ending sector is 44897 or 379. So what is showing, because when we have executed fdisk-l and I was trying to create a new partition, it's showing 1 into 512 bytes. So it's counted like that. So we'll hit the enter key, it will take the first partition. Then we are having a partition of 2 GB. I want only 1 GB partition, so I will do plus 1 G. Okay. Now for P for print, it's showing SDB1 got created. Starting sector is this, ending sector is this, ID is 83. We are okay. Now we'll again do uh, print we already did. Now we'll do N again for new partition because 1 GB are also remaining. Okay. So enter key. It's showing one primary already get created, 0 extended, 3 free. So again I will create a primary partition. Okay. Partition number 1 is already created. It's showing 2 you can use. So by default I'm taking 2. Starting sector is by default. If you hit the enter key, it will take the starting sector. And I want to consume the complete disk. So I'm again hitting the enter key because it will take the end sector of this disk. Okay. Now we'll do P as in print. So now device is saying we are having a disk of 2 GB. Okay. Unit and sector is divided into 512 bytes. Okay. Logical size is 512. IO is this one. Label is DOS and this thing. So it's showing we are having two partitions SDB1, SDB2. Okay. And ID is 83. We'll discuss those things. Again we'll do M. So N for new partition, P for print, W for write and exit. Okay, so we can do that thing. But before that showing list non-partition type. So if you want to list, okay, and change the partition ID. So if you see here, it is showing ID 83 Linux. Okay, we'll see what are the other thing. We'll hit the T, then it will ask partition number 2 and 1 and 2. That means SDB1 or SDB2. We'll hit the enter key for 1. By default it's taking 2. We are entering 1. Then hexadecimal code. Press L for help. Now what is saying? Okay. In previous thing it is showing 83. Okay, 83 is Linux. Perfect. And 8E is LVM. So you remember this 82, 83 and 8E. We'll discuss on this. So what I want to do, I don't want to give anything. So what I will do, we do exit. Okay, this code is not valid. Again we'll do print. And if I want to, okay, see, it's got changed from 83 to empty. So we have to do T, change the type, this number 1, and we'll list the code, or as we already know we can give 83. Okay, we'll do again print. Perfect. Now I want to save and exit, so I will press W. It's showing the partition table has been altered. Okay, now if we do LSBLK, we'll get there's a disk called SDA which is having two partition A1 and A2, and there's a disk called SDB which is having B1 and B2 partition. Size of B1 is 1 GB, size of B2 is 1.1 GB, and it's not mounted anywhere. Perfect. Disk also had partition, but file system is not yet created. Okay, so creating a file system like mkfs make file system. So what we are having this many file system type. We'll use xfs and /dev sdb1. You should be very cautious before giving this name, because if you give the wrong name, entire data will go. Okay, so what system is doing, formatting this disk sdb1. Okay, now we'll format the sdb2 also. Done. lsblk. Perfect. Now we'll try to mount this. So what is mount? To matching this like SDA on system, it's showing /boot. It will not show SDA. So whatever data we are seeing in /boot or slash is directly hitting this partition or this disk. So I want a partition which will get mounted on SDB, and whatever data we are saving in the directory will get saved here. We'll discuss more on this. This is just in practical. So first mkdir, we need a partition as disk 2 and directory, no, disk 2 partition 1. Okay, and the 2 disk 2 partition 2. Okay, now how we'll mount? So mount command is like that. Mount, what to mount, what you want to mount, /dev sdb1, where you want to mount disk, oh sorry, disk to partition 1. Okay, if you do df-h now, you'll able to see sdb1 is mounted on disk to partition 1. Same we'll do for what you want to mount. I want to mount /dev sdb2, where you want to mount disk to partition 2. Again we'll do df-h, it's got mounted here. So now whatever data will save on disk partition 1 will get saved on sdb1. Okay, ls-l, we can create a file, touch a, lsa, it's showing. So this how you can create a file system. Okay, you can attach a disk, it will show in lsblk. Using fdisk-l you will see it is there in OS or not, and using fdisk/dev and the disk name you can create a partition. Using n you will create a new partition, then it will ask for a primary or extended partition. On those partition we'll check and we'll change the file type, like 8e we did. After this we'll press P to print, W as in write, and exit. Once we exit we have to create a file system on that. So mkfs make file system dot xfs, xfs is the file system type, and you have to give /dev sdb1 sdb2, it will get format. Then you need a mount point to mount those things. Okay, these are the steps you have to pen down these things. Otherwise use the history command. Okay, pen down this thing. Whatever question you are having, put in a comment box. More video will come on this creating a file system. We'll cover those things, or I will try to answer that in a comment box right away. Practice this. This is a major topic that will come in your routine life like Linux administrator. Okay, see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, see you.